we're Filipino.
Yeah.
So growing up, everything we ate for dessert would have something purple in it, and it's called ube.
Ube.
Ube. It's a purple yam.
How would you describe Filipino food?
It's a melding of like Indian, it's got some Japanese, it's got Chinese, Malaysian.
Kare-kare for the bar!
Sa video episode na ito ay pag-uusapan natin at panonoorin ang ilan sa mga celebrity chefs at ang kanilang Filipino food experience. Approve nga ba sa kanila ang mga to, ka-proud?
That is crazy.
Yan nga ang naging reaksyon ng celebrity chef at television personality na si Chef Paul Hollywood sa kanyang ube experience. Pero approve naman nga ba sa panlasa nito ang napakasarap na panghimagas, ang Filipino ube?
That's nice, sir.
That's nice, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Big chunks of briskets,
I have never seen this.
crushed peanuts there on top, bagaong alaman.
That's what I was gonna say.
What you want to do?
Siyempre, ang diners, drive-ins, and dives chef at TV presenter na si Guy Fieri ay nag-stop over din naman para tumikim ng kare-kare with bagoong siyempre para authentic yan mga ka-proud.
Liking the alamang.
It's the key to it. It's got the umami that you need in this because you got sweet, you got salty. It's the difference between this being good.
Okay, number
I
7.
know what this is. This is balut, isn't it?
It is.
This is the fertilized, basically it's fetal duck egg.
Yeah.
It's a half-term duck. Very popular in the Philippines.
At tribute siyempre kay Chef Anthony Bourdain dahil sa kanyang pagbisita sa Pilipinas para tuklasin ang ating pagkain. Ito ay nagbukas at naging ehemplo para lalo pang makilala ang mga pagkaing Pinoy sa buong mundo.
I love the vibe, love the people, love the food. I learned that sisig is probably the best pork dish on the planet. It just doesn't get any better than that. I like sisig very, very much. That's perfect beer drinking food. Love it.
There's a lot of sisig restaurants here, but here's one is the best.
This is really, really good.
Isa nga sa Filipino food na talaga namang tumatak sa panlasa ng yumaong American celebrity chef na si Anthony Bourdain ay ang sisig. Isa ito sa mga feature food sa kanyang Parts Unknown documentary series noong nagpunta ito sa Pilipinas.
Pretty, advanced team. I think sisig is perfectly positioned to win the hearts and minds of the world as a whole.
About sisig. Hot, sizzling pig face with a runny egg on top, and bitch, you better ask somebody because nothing is getting in between me and this spicy, chewy, fatty goodness.
Well, certainly not statistically, but I mean, I think it's the most likely to convince people abroad who have had no exposure to Filipino food to maybe look further and investigate further beyond sisig. I think that's the one that's going to hook them.
Agree ka ba dyan, ka-proud? Sisig nga ba dapat ang pinapatikim natin sa mga foreigner kapag usaping Filipino food at hindi adobo? Comment mo yan kung agree ka kay Lodi.
Flavors, the tamarind, everything, the calamansi. It's the number one food amongst foodies. As far as why it hasn't broke out to mainstream yet, maybe because your food is too good. It's too authentic. It's too good that it just larger society hasn't caught up to it yet.
It's a Filipino classic, chicken adobo. So you start with a big old Dutch oven and brown up 2 pieces of chicken per adult portion.
Sumubok din naman ang American cook at TV personality na si Rachel Ray na gumawa ng kanyang sariling bersyon ng Filipino adobo.
Add 3/4 cup of vinegar.
Teka, mukhang maliligo sa suka yung adobo mo, ate. Baka naman paksiw yung pinapaluto sa'yo, hindi adobo.
That's about 6 turns of the pan.
Teka, dumako na nga muna tayo sa sinaing mo, Madam Rachel. Tignan natin kung authentic Filipino nga yan. Check, check, check.
And to add coriander seed, another big flavor in Filipino cooking.
Comment mo nga ka-proud kung saang parte ng Pilipinas ganito magsaing para ma-verify natin ang sinasabi ni Madam kung totoo nga to.
Nice! What?
So we have a couple of different flours, and all the flours here are from the Pacific Northwest. This idea of different flours is actually not very modern. If you go to the Philippines,
Pandesal baking naman ang trip ni celebrity chef Marcus Samuelson.
there's not one pandesal.
Every island doesn't speak to each other, right? Like it's spread out. So of course, the tradition's going to be a little bit different. Yeah.
Imagine 7,000 islands. This.
Wow, that is so good.
Yeah.
Pan de sal, which is salt bread. And they didn't even have to translate that for me because that's how you would say it in Italian. See that? Who would have thunk it?
Maging si Cake Boss ay tumikim din ng pandesal. Ano kaya masasabi niya dito mga ka-proud?
Very, very good. It reminds me of like a dinner roll that we would have back home, but there's still a little sweet in the bread. And I like that.
America with appropriating foods of different ethnicities.
Kung babalikan natin ang sinabi noon ni Chef Andrew Zimmern, ay totoo nga na ang susunod na mag-iingay pagdating sa masarap na pagkain sa Amerika, yan ay ang Filipino food.
I think Filipino food is, I've been calling it for 5 years. It's just going to keep getting more and more popular simply because of the variety of ingredients and European techniques that are found in that food.
Isa-isahin natin ang ilan lamang sa mga napakaraming US News TV features na nagpapakilala sa ating napakasarap na Filipino food.
We had a long line on our first day of opening, so it was very, we were very blessed.
Are you guys hungry yet?
I'm very
I know
hungry.
I am.
Can you hear my stomach growling at home?
I can hear you here, so I'm sorry.
What was that noise? It's like a fourth person sitting here. I'll tell you what, anytime Lexi goes to these restaurants, especially when they're Filipino cuisine, authentic restaurants, I make sure to go. I went to a couple of them on Parent Vital. She went to a couple and just so good. I mean, just authentic Filipino food. And I'm Filipino too, so I know some good food as well.
Maging si Chef Gordon Ramsay nga ay hindi nakatiis na tumikim ng Filipino food.
Burger.
Yeah, so I have a Filipino-inspired pork adobo burger. The key here is to take the bacon and actually grind it into the patty, so you get a nice juicy bacon flavor. And then of course you add the quintessential adobo flavors, which is vinegar, soy sauce, bay leaves, lots of garlic.
All right, Gordon, what do you think?
Seasoned beautifully.
Seasoned beautifully.
And that goat cheese is richness as well. The bun, that's a traditional Filipino.
Oh yeah, it is. It's called pandesal. Yeah, of course.
Sweet, delicious.
Well,
really good.
You know what? It's kind of like coming down to a decision, Gordon. You have to make a decision.
I mean, here's the thing. 2 good burgers. Let's
Okay.
get it right. Touch more seasoning. Could do with a touch more spice in there. Lift it up. But I'm going to go with the Filipino.
There you go, Jesse. Pass it on down. The trophy.
And Gordon, thank you so much for joining.
Maraming salamat sa panonood at maraming salamat din sa pag-subscribe at notification on para updated ka pa sa susunod nating mga proud Filipino Moments videos. Paalam!